podcast. I'm Charlie Neff.
I'm Edward Lewis.
Edward, welcome back.
I'm back.
You're becoming
again.
a series regular here.
I really enjoy it.
Right?
I'm a big fan of the podcast.
You've upgraded from friends of the cast to series
like,
regular.
the cast.
Yeah. Guys, slow it down.
Okay, sorry.
Charlie Cotton is coming back next week.
I love you, Charlie.
Anyways, Edward is part of our sports department, so thank you, Edward, for joining us. We have a lot of topics to go over today. Big news with Diddy. He is being held without bond. He pled not guilty yesterday to all charges. And he's being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. Real rough place. And we'll tell you what he ate for his first meal. Cardi B and Offset are being sued over allegedly not paying for a mansion they used in their music video. And Cardi has responded. Travis Kelce gifted his best friend, Patrick Mahomes, a birthday gift.
Yeah.
And the gift is kind of interesting.
Expensive.
Yeah, very expensive. And lastly, last night was the Dancing with the Stars premiere, and Anna Delvey, famous criminal, non-heiress, fake heiress, made her debut, and she had a bedazzled accessory. All right, so starting off with Diddy, he was held without bail. So yesterday, his team had offered a $50 million package to get Diddy, to ensure Diddy's release. The judge did not bite. Instead, the judge had made a statement in the court hearing. This is in federal court. Obviously, you guys know he was arrested the night before. So he appeared in federal court, and the judge had made an announcement basically saying to his family, thank you for coming, but I cannot release Diddy at this time. And the U.S. attorney had argued that he was a flight risk and also a danger to society. Seems like the judge sided with them. So he is currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. And we were told that he used to eat delicious things like duck and chicken,
right,
but now it's downgraded to some potatoes. Not a very appetizing meal that he had last night. And by the way, if you've heard of MDC Brooklyn, this detention center, it's probably because R. Kelly has stayed there, Fetty Wap has stayed there, Michael Cohen, Allison Mack, and Ghislaine Maxwell. A lot of famous people have gone here before. Really, really rough, we're told. By the way, if he is found guilty, he faces a minimum of, I think it's 12 years in prison and a statutory maximum of life in prison. So he's really facing some serious time.
And for the judge to not accept this bond offering, to me, says everything you need to know. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was a 12-page indictment where they explained all the allegations against Diddy, and they are horrendous. I mean, it is just filled with just allegation after allegation after allegation. Not only that, they say it's almost essentially backed up by video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for the judge to not accept this $50 million package where they are like, all his family members are here, everything is here, we promise he's not going to leave, and for the judge to be like, no, this guy is that big of a menace to society that he needs to be held behind bars, it is not boding well for his future and a potential plea agreement or some way to get out of this. Now, we've seen it obviously before with celebrities. You know, Justin Timberlake most recently got out of his deal
DUI.
with a slap on the wrist. But this, like, to not let him leave, being the celebrity that he is, should tell you everything that you need to know about the prosecutor's case against Diddy, because judges don't do this without like strong evidence that he is absolutely potentially guilty of this. So
and Diddy's attorney fiercely argued in court that he is innocent. He's like, look, he's not a perfect person, but he is not a criminal. So his attorney is just saying, like, you guys are locking up the wrong person here. But if you read the indictment pages, the court documents, oh my goodness, some of the allegations in there were just wild, all about these sex parties that he would have, freak-offs, and what was going on. They alleged that Diddy would have these basically like sex performances, professional sex performances, where they would have to give all the sex people that were involved IVs after from exhaustion after doing these performances for sometimes days that Diddy apparently recorded and pleasured himself while they were going on.
Costco-sized bottles of baby oil. And again, like the prosecutors are alleging they have video of it, and they appear to have so many people willing to testify. I mean, Diddy is in a lot of trouble here, man. Like this.
Yeah,
This is
yikes.
not looking good for him.
All right, moving on to Cardi B and Offset. They are being sued for allegedly not paying for a mansion that appeared in their music video, in Cardi's music video. So Cardi had this music video called Like What? And in the music video, you see her with this big coat. She's like walking through this gorgeous mansion. And in new court documents, the owner of the property is alleging that Cardi and Offset, had lied about their filming plans. And they said that their team allegedly knew that they'd have to pay for a bunch of money to film at the Beverly Hills residence for a music video. Instead, they're saying the reps for the couple told the owner an unnamed client hoped to film a TikTok video at the home. And based on this information, the homeowner says he let them use the property basically for free. And then flash forward to the music video, they're like, wait, what? And so the owner of the mansion is seeking damages in the excess of $35,000. Cardi saw this lawsuit that we posted yesterday, and she posted speaking out against the lawsuit, saying she's going to fight in court. I think she said something like, iron up your best suit. I'll see you in court, which I thought was kind of funny. She had included some receipts. She says she paid the homeowner $10,000 for 24-hour use of the home and paid a realtor more when they went overtime. And Cardi added, and this is not the realtor's fault. They've been trying for months to settle this. It's them greedy owners with their ugly ass house.
Shoot.
So, I mean,
listen,
you got to be pretty transparent. And Cardi didn't address the TikTok confusion, right? Like, so the owners, obviously, they're saying they thought this was just going to be a TikTok video. They didn't know this was going to be a whole freaking music video. And Cardi didn't address that part. So something got lost in translation here.
I don't really understand why it matters. Like, I'm paying you to rent the house. Like, what difference does it make whether I film a TikTok video or a music video? Like, I'm telling you, I'm shooting a production here. You know, does it matter if it's on the small screen, the big screen, a little screen? Like,
well, it's small production versus big production, right? Like more foot traffic, more cameras.
I suppose, but at the same time, like,
people.
It's clear that they had some sort of agreement, and there's clear there was money exchanged. It was 24 hours. It feels like $10,000 is a pretty good price for 24 hours. And she even says that she paid her overtime. I'd be curious to see what both sides of the argument are here, because Cardi, in my opinion, appears to have
some receipts.
Yeah, and some ground to stand on.
Yeah.
I mean, like, who knows with all the contract stuff? I'm not a lawyer. I haven't seen the lawsuit, but
if someone came to you, Ed, and said, "I want to film at your place for a music video," would you allow them?
Yeah. I mean, like, I guess that's
your closet size.
I guess, yeah.
Apartment.
500 square foot apartment. Yeah.
I can't imagine them coming in there trying to clean it up. Your
clean.
Bed sheets.
It's clean. Everything's
that you
clean.
Can crack.
Crack
in half.
I'm a grown man now. I'm not frat anymore. No, I think
beer
maybe
cans
I guess
everywhere.
that's the argument, right? That is bigger production for smaller production. But it's Cardi B. It feels like they pay enough, and they know their rates. You know what I mean? It's not like Edward's apartment where I'm like, is a couple $100 enough? You know, like, I don't know.
Edward, you would take 25.
I know, right?
All right, moving on to Travis Kelce. Okay, so tell me what he gifted Patrick.
So Patrick Mahomes, like, just to set this up, I'm sure everybody knows, but he has an NFL contract worth $500 million.
That's insane.
And that's before all of his other endeavors. He's a part owner of the Royals, the baseball team. He's a part owner of the soccer team. He's got all these deals with Oakley, Adidas. Like, he's probably approaching billionaire status at this point. Okay. And not only that, he just turned 29 on Tuesday. He's got a beautiful family.
So young.
He's got beautiful kids, wife that loves him. Taylor Swift hangs out at his house. Like, the guy has literally everything. So what does Travis Kelce, his best friend in the world, get him? Like, it is a designer golf bag.
Designer golf bag?
Right.
Do they play golf together?
Yes, a lot.
Oh,
Patrick Mahomes is a big golfer.
That's actually kind of a cool gift because it's like personalized, but also like expensive.
It is, but it isn't, because you got to remember, like, when you golf, it's dirty, it's dusty, it's gross out, like, you're sweaty. It's
so you're saying you don't want to put your stuff in this nice bag?
So Patrick Mahomes goes on the drive this show on Tuesday, and he explains that Travis bought me this gift, and we looked online, and the only Louis Vuitton bags that they make, golf bags, range from about $20,000 to about $30,000. So it's a really, really expensive bag. And even Patrick himself admitted, like, I don't even know how much I could take this out. Because, like, would you wear your $30,000 like Gucci slippers to go run a marathon? You know what I mean? It's like, you wouldn't. He's having a hard time understanding how I'm going to use this thing.
But
Because
it's kind of like the same with designer luggage. Because if you think
Sure.
about it, like, you know, there's so many people I see at the airport with like Louis
good point.
Vuitton, bag
Very good
this,
point.
bag that. Like, but at the same time, when you give the airline your luggage, they're just throwing it.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah.
care what
No,
it is.
Yeah.
And those things get banged up.
That's
so
true.
it's kind of the same
I guess,
thing.
yeah, it's similar. But yeah, there's dirt and sweat and sunscreen and all that involved and
Ew.
beer. And it's just, yeah.
Jeez.
But again, like, what are you going to get him? He also said that Rashee Rice, his star receiver, got him some shoes. Like,
Okay.
I don't know what they were, but I'm sure they're custom something, you know.
Are you? I'm so curious because like, if you're the guy that has everything, at a point I'd be like, I don't want this. Like, return it
Right, I
maybe
could
or
have
give it
literally
away.
everything. Yeah, yeah.
Are you the kind of guy, Edward, where if someone gives you something you don't want, do you like secretly return it or regift it?
I'd like to, and a lot of times, like I do that, right? Like,
Wait, I gave you a gift once.
What'd you
It
get
made
me?
the cut.
What'd you give me?
I gave you was Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders because you love the Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
I gave you the little calendar where you like
Oh, I love that.
take
Yeah,
off the
that stayed on
picture
my
of the girl every day.
That stayed on my desk for a long
Okay,
time.
okay.
Yeah,
At least
yeah.
I made the cut.
Yeah, like and it's easy when you're a sports guy, you just get sports things. But a lot of
Yeah.
time, like, you know, your mom will buy you some like dishware, and it's like, Mom, I have my own pots and pans.
Oh,
you know?
Edward's Mama Lewis, just trying to help
But
you
it
out.
is. It's like, save your money. It's your money. I don't need your
You've been
money. You
using
know.
plastic forks and plastic knives at home. She's just trying to elevate your
With my
lifestyle.
dirty sheets, my small.
Yeah,
bottle.
your blanket that can crack in half. All right, moving on. Last night was the debut of Dancing with the Stars. Woo! Did you watch this?
I wish I did, but I didn't.
Was there anybody that like kind of drew you in? I guess not if you didn't watch it.
No,
right?
I mean, obviously I'm a sports guy, so I wanted to see Dwight Howard and Danny Amendola and see how they did.
both of them actually did pretty good.
Yeah?
Pretty good. Yeah.
And Amendola apparently brought out his new girlfriend there. Did you see that?
No, I missed
She
that.
was in the audience, so
Good
that's a
for
big
him.
deal.
At
because
least he's moved on
he's a
from
super
Olivia
attractive
Culpo.
guy who's dated a lot of models, and
Yeah.
Anyways, go on.
So Anna Delvey was the person everyone had all eyes on. She is that fake heiress. They did like a series about her a while ago. So she was there. She even said that she had gotten court approval to go. And guess what she had? She had an accessory, aka an ankle monitor that was all bedazzled. It looked like a mirror ball. She did okay. They had her go last, I think, because everyone wanted to see how she
That's
would
the
do.
main show.
She placed okay. I think she got like 18 or 19 out of 33. The person that won last or had the most points last night was Chandler Kinney from Pretty Little Liars. But she has dance background and she did like a tango that everybody loved. Here's actually a little video of Anna Delvey's performance.
Sing the cha-cha. With her partner Ezra Sosa, it's Anna Delvey.
Good Lord, the
I
show
feel
was
like-
cringe as hell. Oh my god.
I could do this
It
dance.
was terrible.
You know what? Dancing with the Stars, call me. I need to be on this. If this girl can be on this with just
My
like
goodness.
I could do that.
Stiff as hell,
Yeah.
no facial expression.
I
I'm not a great
know.
dancer, but that's cringe. And people literally sit there on their couch and watch that
Oh,
baseball last night.
People love this. Like, you guys
Ugh.
know how you have like fantasy football drafts
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Same thing with Dancing with the Stars. People like bet on it and everything.
What a
It's
cringe
pretty
thing.
fun to watch. But yeah, I mean, just watching that, it wasn't that great.
Yeah.
But exciting. I'm glad it's back. I was kind of bummed that Gypsy Rose Blanchard wasn't on it. She was they had asked Gypsy Rose, like, after she got released from prison, like,
Yeah.
oh, would you go on Dancing with the Stars? Like, setting her up to go on it.
Sure.
But then guess what happened?
She said no.
She got pregnant.
Oh.
Yep.
You can't dance when you're pregnant?
I don't know. You should.
Okay.
I mean, I think you can have even like Chaka Chaka when you're pregnant.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm glad you know what Chaka Chaka is.
I've heard you say it 15 times in this newsroom, dude.
All right, moving on to today in history. Today is Cheeseburger Day.
Love cheeseburgers.
Do you pick best cheeseburger place?
In and out.
Oh, In-N-Out.
And I know that's not like that's
We're
cliche,
SoCal
but man, I don't. And everybody's like, In-N-Out's overrated. No, dude, that's a
No,
great
it's
hamburger.
perfection.
Yeah. Fries
Okay.
are kind of mid, but yeah.
I'm glad we agree on something
Yeah.
for once.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Great.
This day in 1964, the Addams Family TV series debuted on ABC. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Wait, is that the right?
Yes,
That's it,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
The
Okay.
reboot with Jenna Ortega on Netflix.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I loved-
It's
I
such
love
a guilty
her. I
pleasure.
love her.
She was amazing. The show
Yeah.
was like, it was so like kid
It was
friendly. It
cute.
was like PG.
All her like facial expressions.
Dude, I loved it.
Did you know in that show she doesn't ever blink, and that was intentional.
Right. That's
I thought that was
Tim
so
Burton's
cool.
thing.
Yeah, Tim Burton.
Mhm.
He's like, do not blink, and he always would get these like downward shots of her. He's like, I love you like that. Like I thought they did
That show's so good, and they're filming a sequel, and I'm excited.
perfection.
Yeah, great show.
This day in 2020, Ruth Bader Ginsburg died.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. She was the second woman to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court.
God, that feels like just a day
Not
ago.
that long
How is
ago.
that
I know.
4 years.
4 years. I feel like from 2020 to now, it just like
Yeah.
whiplash.
I guess with the pandemic, it
Like what
took away
happened?
2 years. You know,
I'm
Yeah.
still trying to lose the COVID weight
No.
over here. This day in 2010, Katy Perry's song "You Make Me Feel Like I'm
I'ma
Living."
get your
a
heart
teenage
racing.
dream. Oh
and
God,
my
please.
Skin tight. She performed.
I don't know who's worse,
She-
me or you.
Look, she performed at the VMAs, and I was floored.
You're hooked.
She's amazing. Like I love
So
her.
you're all here for the comeback?
Yeah, I'm hoping she does like Coachella, and I get to see that live. That'd be great.
Oh God, Edward, you just like her boobs. Moving on. Birthdays today: Lance Armstrong, kind of a controversial.
Yep, very
figure.
controversial. Yep.
James Gandolfini, R.I.P. Greta Garbo, also R.I.P. Jada Pinkett Smith, and James Marsden.
Weak birthday list today, huh?
God, really? Girls love James Marsden.
One day after Patrick Mahomes, we get James Marsden.
Oh my God, he was in Westworld. He was so great.
Oh,
and
great.
fun fact, way back when, my friend Marin danced with him at this nightclub when we were first hitting the town. I think we were like 19 and like, got in. She danced with him, and we were both like, we've made it. Like, we're famous.
Well, happy birthday.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And Edward, thank you for joining us as
Of
well.
course, thank you. Anytime.
We'll see you tomorrow.